Today I'm gonna service my Rock Shox Reba. I have a video there with a time lapse of the whole rebuild, but I'm gonna go over the oil change service. Like you can see, I already started. So I removed the cap of the shredder. I already took the air out. This is a shredder, like a regular tube. Deflate it there. Remove this cap here, deflate it there, and remove this with the proper tool. I believe that's a 12 millimeter, yeah. Let's see, actually 10. Then it failed, but this is the knob. This was in there completely. I removed that. This knob is to calculate the way you want it to bounce, you know, the proper shock. Also, you got to take in consideration the shock air per PSI that you want your rock shot according to your weight as well. So I removed that. This Allen key, number, I believe 5 millimeter. Okay, I'm gonna remove the damper with a 24 millimeter big wrench and remove this side as well. So I'm gonna remove it and then record. Was able to release it with 2 hands. Now I'm recording how I removed this side. And also at this point you want to drain that, hit that and remove the lowers, but I'm just gonna go over what needs to be unmounted. Neighbor's dog, man, I hate that. Okay, put them on a safe pot. I noticed you could remove the whole damper with the blue compression knot there, and you don't need to dismount the whole damper. I mean, only if you're changing this part and the rubber seals, but I already did that a while ago. Okay, I'm back to the damper side. Already released it with 2 hands. Now I'm gonna go little by little until I pull it out. This is where oil will drip. You see? So you hit that with a mallet. Make sure you put something to catch all this oil. Remove the damper. All that's gonna be cleaned with alcohol. Remove the lowers. Oop, fell. I don't really care because it's already scratched up and it's a mountain bike, so. I got a bad enduro seal, but it's the outer side and it's just missing this, which is more like a dust cap. I probably ordered it, or well, it's very clean inside, so I'm not gonna order it now, probably next time. Just gonna clean that, shave it. But I mean, once you do that, and you don't want to do the whole work again, if you have a seal like that, a dust seal like me, the Enduro seal, this one is a 32 millimeter. I mean, yeah, ordered it and put it in. And that's easy to pull out. The oils that I use are fork oil, and it's better to buy it in a motorcycle shop. They are cheaper than buying it from Fox or Rock Shox. You're gonna need SAE 15. This will last, I mean, I think this is my 7th time that I service this, that I changed the oil on the fork, and I still have quite a bit, more than a quarter on the SAE 5. And on this one I have more than half. The SAE 15 is the purple one, has a lot of viscosity, and this is the one that you use the less to change the oil. Put the lowers in there by holding the ends of this, of the air shocks. It has a spring, and if you deflate it and it goes up, you just have to press the straighter in and then pull it down. So, you know, it's a mess if you do that. It's just a little bit of more work. The dampers here, if you have to change the O-rings, the O-rings are here and one in there. Do it. I'm not gonna do it. This is a regular service. Now I'm gonna drain the oil that is in there on the damper and on the other side. For that, I'm gonna have the bike upside down and drain it there. I used degreaser because it was nasty. I had to clean the bike before, and I was lazy and had to do it. But if you want to service it without removing the fork out of the bike, you know, make sure you clean the bike before. So I drained all the oils from in here in the garage, so now I'm draining it outside. And after that, I don't want to leave the degreaser on. I'm gonna clean it with alcohol. Here, I was explaining before that if you pull that in there, you have to squeeze the schrader to pull it back up, you see? So, I'm gonna flip, took the other tire, the rear tire out, because it was too heavy. I noticed I broke my syringe plastic suction meter, sort of. It's called oil mixing tool. To me, that's a plastic syringe that I'm gonna be using to measure the oil from the container into the fork lowers and the damper side and the air spring side. Rubbing alcohol there, toilet paper, because I don't have paper towel, so I've already put the alcohol on that bottle to spray it inside. I'm gonna use this rod, but remember to clean the inside of the lowers, wrap it real good with cotton paper towel. In this particular, I'm gonna be using TP because I don't have but I'm gonna wrap it, and it's gonna go in there through the holes, so everything's gonna be real nice and clean. I jammed the toilet paper in there. Just be careful, don't leave any particles inside. I'm putting the rod in there, and I'm gonna pull it outside through here. I can't show you because I'm holding one hand the smartphone and the other with the lowers. Clean the dust swipes as well. Real good. Sprayed alcohol, both sides. I got the Enduro seal all scraped, which should be looking like this, and that avoids more dust to come into the dust seal in there. But I checked that it's not that bad inside. I had my bike upside down because I put a lot of degreaser there, sprayed it, and I'm gonna put a rubbing alcohol, sprayed rubbing alcohol. This is what I was saying before, not to push that in, because I have to pull that out now and it's a pain in the butt. So I'm going to put the bike on a regular position. Spray it inside. Alcohol is the best for this. 90 degrees it probably has some chemicals that is not good for the orc foil, so this is the best. Again, TP, don't have paper towel. It comes out nasty like if it was used for its purpose. See how clean they get? It's just super nice. Lowers, look at that. They're used, and when you do this, they look amazing. Prevent contamination all the time. I'm gonna do a little bit more spraying. We're gonna do the inside now with clean. I'm gonna spray the inside with alcohol. I'm gonna clean that inside with. Use rags, clothing rags, or paper towel, soft ones. So I'm not gonna show you how to clean that. Just jam it in there and pull it out with a rod. I inverted the bike again, so any residue of alcohol will drop. I had to look inside for any particles of TP. It looks real good. I'm gonna re-wipe the lowers. Again, it's looking real good. Put the bike on position again. I like that I could do this in this Part Tool PCS one. Okay. What I'm gonna do now is pull this rod that went inside. And this one went a little, so I just have to. And by the way, I'm gonna flip this stupid Kramer poster backwards, kind of showing every time. Okay. To press the schrader and pull it down. I may need 2 hands for this. Yes. Let me stop it. Okay, I pulled out the air spring and the damper. Since this is hydraulics, it goes up and you need to press the schrader to pull it down. Basic hydraulics, you know how it is. If it goes up, it had to come down. And it needs air to pull it down. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna look at the, keep forgetting exactly how many cc's I have. So I downloaded this from the Rock Shox website. The Rebas, they 2008 in fact. I think they're pretty much almost the same, probably up to 2012, but I'm not sure. I did it by year, mine is 2008. I went into the Reba, they all get the same cc's, oil weight, and the volume for the damper, which is the right leg, and the spring, left leg, air spring. So I'm gonna mix the 110 on the damper with the 5, which is this one. Damper side, which is the right side, you're gonna pour 110 cc. I have this mixer here that takes 60, so I put 55 now and 55 later. And try not to get any bubbles there. Air bubbles. That's one set. And work as clean as you can. I'm not that clean right now, but the oil and inside the fork is clean. So I'm gonna suck more oil out of that. Same step, and I'm not gonna show it. Make sure you clean the damper. Check the O-rings to see if they are fine. Wipe it down and insert it. Push it in side by side. Nice and neat. Never put too much oil there because the damper will not function properly. So in this particular fork, it's 110 cc of 5 SAE fork oil. All right, I'm gonna attach that. When you have the lowers bare like that, you could always put a rubber band, a real good one, to measure the travel distance. I'm not gonna do it because I don't have a real good rubber band. And if I put a cheap one, eventually it's gonna rot and fall, or of course break and fall. So that's good to keep like a real good rubber band to measure the travel distance. Clean the syringe with alcohol and the container if you're going to use the same one. You don't want to mix both oils. I'm going to use the same one. I already cleaned it. On this one, I'm not going to use a lot. I'll be using on the air side, the spring side, air side. I'm going to use 6 cc on the upper leg, and on the lowers 15 of 15. So 66 cc of 15 and 15 of 15. So first 6. I'm gonna pour 6 cc of 15 weight. I cleaned it, put a little bit of grease so it will screw perfectly. I didn't do it on here. I mean, that's optional in my opinion, but I wanted to do it on the spring side. All right, so I'm gonna attach that in there with the tool, the 24 mm. I'm gonna put the lowers. Check out that mess. Make sure you clean them inside real nice. Like I said, I have one here busted, but I'm not gonna replace it right now. I mean, debris doesn't really go in there as long as you dust seal inside. It's neat. So on the dust seals, you wanna put a little bit of grease, which I have right here, and put them in there. After you clean them real good, right in there on both sides. Just a little bit of grease. I'm gonna put the lowers. Make sure you don't push none of those, the springs, those metal rods, don't push them in there. It's best to put them inclined and jam yourself in. I don't have a person to record me, so I'm gonna put it down. As you push it in, make sure you don't push the air spring inside, because it's gonna be a pain in the butt. 15 cc, 15 weight on the lowers. And I pour a little bit because I had to push down the lowers before and I was in a very bad position. $15 cc of 15 weight oil on the other side of the lowers. Go slow, because it will drip like that. I'll fix that. To avoid that drip, I have to pull up the lowers. In this case, pull up because the bike is upside down. The Schrader valve is there. The 5mm Allen bolt on the left side of the fork, damper side. Tie it up. Not too tight, just, you know, try to follow the torque with the website. Okay, I moved the bike closer to the outlet because I'm charging the cell phone. I attach this bolt right here with the 10mm socket. Nice and tight. That's for the Schrader. Let me finish here. This is the knot for the adjuster. Snap it in there. Clean that up. I forgot to mention to clean the inside of that because you don't want to damage the thread. Same with the Schrader cap. I'm going to show you how to put it, but air still have to be pumped. So I went 140 even, which that's good for me. 140, 150 is good for me because I've already checked it. And the way you checked it is you sit on the bike without making any effort. And then with the rubber band here, it will tell you the travel distance you want. Normally we'll go up to here. So this is a 120 travel distance. It always loses air from here to here. And if you leave it on the Schrader, don't remove it fast, it's gonna lose some air. Okay, so I sat down and it marked me around here. So that's the good equation to have it running. And the reason I know is because I have grease on the dust seal, and when it comes up and down, that grease, the first layer of grease comes up here and it marks it. So eventually it's gonna wear off, but the grease is good. So the extensions, this is what they call extensions, kind of are smooth with the up and down motion. All right, this is final. And that's my bike. And thanks for watching.